In these unprecedented times of COVID and lockdown, motivation is something that is quite difficult to come by. And self-motivation is obviously very, very important to make sure that you are up for what you got to do each day of the week. There's probably a myth that in elite sports people are motivated all the time. Was that the case, Kai?
No, that's a huge challenge, really. If you look at a sporting calendar being pretty much 12 months long, it's easy to focus on the highs at the business end of the season when you have these huge games and these glory kind of moments. But in between that, there can be incredible lows. There can be injuries, selection, contract times, some big lows where you've got to actually work your way back into contention, back into kind of where you need to be. And it does take a fair pull. A lot of people I found that I've played with are completely motivated by completely different things, which is absolutely fine, as long as they can get to the place where they need to be. Me personally, I found motivation from I'm not wanting to let my colleagues down, sort of almost a fear of failure type thing. Game day is easy to be motivated for, no question, because you're playing for another huge crowd. But you're starting off pre-season and those game days are a long way off. It can be very, very tough.
Very interesting, yeah. What are your thoughts on the subject, Carl?
So Kai said it's a really easy thing to get up for game days and the big moments. But I've also been very careful to realise that when we're talking about elite sport and trying to transfer it to business, if you're playing elite sport for a living, it is something you chose to do, it's something you're passionate about. And even on the dark Tuesday afternoon sessions, it's still something that you're sort of in a passion for it will take over at some point and you will do your best job. Like Kai mentioned, Aman is working out what motivated him. And I don't know if he'd say the same, but at 21 years old, I didn't really realise what that was. And I just sort of went out and did what I thought was right. And the older I got, I sort of started to hone in a bit more on what actually motivated me for the games, for training, for seasons. I look, blocks and stuff like that. And that's something that I've tried to take into working life, is trying to work out what actually motivates me, because I can't just say, I'm going to go to work today and smash it for John in the office next door, because it might not actually matter to me, but something does. And when I work that out, or when I actually focus on that for me, it will then make me do a better job for John next door in the office. Disclaimer on that, I don't have a guy called John in the door next office, but yeah, I think that time invested in yourself to work out what it is really important. And when you're in a bit of a slump, it can actually pull you out of it.
Carl Rimmer, Kai HOrstmann, that's great. Thanks very much.